press F7 to record, and then we're going to Skype. So now it's streaming and recording. And this guy says he's here now, so let's call him. Whoa, that Skype beep is so loud. Hey!
Hi, Jack.
How are you? Can you hear me?
Thanks. Yes.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, your voice is quite clear. Cool.
Yeah, cool. You might have to struggle with the accent, though, I'm afraid.
Oh, it's okay. I've traveled. I'm used to a lot of different accents. I still only know English, which is stupid. I'm gonna learn some Spanish soon, though. So.
Yeah. So, am I the only one in the call at the moment, or?
Yeah. So the way it's working is like I'm live streaming and then just doing a call, roughly 20 minutes, and then ending that, and then finding someone else to call and recording each of them and publishing them later. So this is being live streamed right now, and then each individual conversation will be like published afterwards.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know where to start with you. I mean, I've been following some of your videos. Not all of them, because you're quite 100 miles an hour.
Yeah. I don't expect anyone to look at all of them.
I'm kind of new to the dropshipping game. Only been doing it 3 weeks, but I think I'm doing quite reasonable. Something like
as long as you're having a good time and you're interested, that's what matters.
Yeah. I've just been eat, sleep, and drink eBay for the last 3 weeks, and you know, Marc from DS Genie, his videos helped me a lot.
Yeah. No, I love Marc.
Yeah. I was in the trial for DS Genie, but I thought I'll wait before I sort of commit to it. But I'd learned a lot from his videos. You know.
Yeah.
It's the title of his channel, No Bullshit Dropshipping, is quite apt.
Yeah, it is. What's up, motherfuckers?
but yours also, but yours is on a different level.
I think mine's more kind of tutorial and exposure, where his is more like he does more like full face videos and that kind of thing.
Yeah, he's the bulk dropshipping thing for someone that's just starting. It's impossible, really.
Yeah. And Marc's DS Genie. So I'm gonna do a series about DS Genie, because like one of the caveats of my YouTube channel is what you just said, that you can't do bulk off as straight away. And like you just can't. It's impossible unless you have like a grandfathered eBay account, and even then you'd probably make a lot of mistakes, you know. So I need to figure out how can I help the people who are starting out at this, you know. And Marc's software, DS Genie, like I don't want to act like I'm trying to like promote it or anything, but it legitimately makes the starting process much more simple, because you don't have to waste time trying to figure out what's worth posting. It just gives you a mechanism to scan the sellers. Here's a list of items that are worth putting your time into, and then will you actually put your time into them, you know.
Yeah, I'm probably still in the honeymoon period, you know, when I still get excited when I hear the ching. But it's I did try bulk uploading like 100, 200, 300. I got up to about 400 items.
Yeah.
And if you're just slapping them up, it's not going to work, I don't think. But maybe you beg to differ.
I think honestly, a lot of it is time of year. I think what I'm learning is it does matter what kind of items you're posting, but it's not just about having the right item. It's about having the right item in the right place at the right time. So I think that most of the money from bulk is going to be from bulk posting during the really busy season, because then you just naturally get more sales. But that's kind of a separate thing, you know.
Yeah, most of my stuff I've only sold about 30 items, and they've all, well, I would say 25 of them would have been through Marc's snipey method, you know.
Yeah.
The other 5 or 6 or 7 or something have just been random, totally random.
Yeah. Yeah, having a big variety is good.
Yeah. So any tips or any way I can pick your brain? I don't know if Hydra. I'm on SKUgrid. It's nice, but the menus are a nightmare to figure out.
Yeah, I don't do anything with the SKUgrid website, because it, like, even if I just want to check how many credits I have left, it takes like 5 minutes to load, and I'm just like, I can't. I just have faith that it's working. Do a compare every now and then like.
Yeah. That's, I don't know what sort of software to recommend. I mean, it's for someone that's starting, it is the cheapest, and there are other better softwares out there for managing stock inventory and stuff. But
yeah, I
they're very
mean,
pricey.
there's so many different choices. People have the illusion that there's only like one or two that they can use, but that's just because, like, there's not like a place you can go that's like, here's all the dropshipping software that's currently available that we know about as dropshippers,
Yeah,
And that's one thing that I'm going to try and make with Marc.
So do you actually do quite a lot of any research into
I don't
your
do
stuff?
any sales research at all, and that's just my personality. Like, I'm good at, well, I think this is true for most people, but I found that if I do things that I enjoy, I can do them regularly in the long run. Maybe not 8 hours a day, but I can do it each day, and I find it fun and exciting. So I stick to things that I enjoy. I don't enjoy doing sales research, and I think in optimization, you have to have some kind of sales research or some kind of sniping, because you have to have a system that shows you if the item is worth putting your time into. Whereas with bulk, you're just casting this huge kind of scan and being told what kind of items sell at the prices that you posted and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I mean, Mark's the competitor research is key for his method. Is your methods or thoughts or ideas changed since you went to Nicaragua? From Mark's point of view, have you thought of changing it up, mixing it up?
I mean, there were a lot of little tweaks and changes. Like, I wasn't part of the Walmart tax exempt program, but I was registered in my state and paying sales tax in Virginia. So I was actually paying sales tax in Virginia twice, and then sales tax to like 30 states that I'm not actually obligated to pay. So that's like 4% of like $100,000 in Walmart purchases that I just didn't get because I had something not done properly. So that was one of them. And then there were also things like with my YouTube channel, a lot of the videos I do are about Hydra Lister, and I'm getting exposure for Hydra Lister, and my most watched video is specifically about Hydra Lister, and it's like that it's one video. I think it's at like 17,000 views. I think the title is like posting 200 to 500 Walmart items to eBay in like 10 minutes. So it's got like a kind of clickbaity title. But that one video is a third of my YouTube income, and I have like 300 videos. So that's pretty crazy. And it's about Hydra Lister.
The one piece of software that if you couldn't do without the old Hydra Lister.
Yeah, well, that's because of the bulk thing. There may be other things that do what Hydra does. I don't know of any at the moment. But Mark's point was that I'm not engaged in the affiliate program for this. I'm basically just giving Hydra free advertising, and they have an existing affiliate program. So that was another little thing. It's like, oh, okay, enroll in an affiliate program, share that link with people, so it's technically possible to get some more money out of it,
It's amazing to me. There's a lot more information about dropshipping on YouTube now, certainly than there was a year ago.
Yeah.
But being in the UK, there's very little help or support for anybody starting in the UK. It's all
it's mostly US,
mostly American, and
how to sell in the US.
Yes, there are a lot of differences.
Every eBay marketplace has kind of different. There's variations in the rules and the logistics, and like eBay stores, anchor stores in the UK don't have insertion fees, which is huge for the bulk mentality. But you have to be careful about what you post, because you also don't have I get a 48-hour notice period to delete something that's infringing. You don't get that in the UK, as far as I know.
Yeah, I've been picked on that a couple of times already. I have to really watch the. I don't want to go down all the software lists and promote them all, but I have used another program that's good at checking off and it won't list them for you.
What program is that?
Profit Scraper.
Profit Scraper, okay. I try and ask because I'm making a list of all the software that I've ever heard of.
It's the reason that I sort of tried that one is because it's got a good competitor research tool on it.
Have you ever used TerraPeak?
Not after it changed. Was it January? It changed. So apparently it turned crap after January.
Yeah, so they made a change. I think they got rid of the competitor research part, but then they just recently put that back in. Or at least that's what Marc told me.
Yeah. This, I'll maybe give it a try again, but I think they still keep the names of the sellers.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you have something that's working for you, just go with that, you know. I just like learning. So, sorry, you said, so 1 second, Terrapeak. And then this is Profit Scraper?
Yeah.
Is this by, who's this by? Do you know?
I don't remember the guy's name that owns it, no. The company, you mean?
So what do you know what other products they're associated with? I think I know. I can't remember it right now.
Yeah, I think there are familiar. A few. It's in the back of my tongue, but I can't remember. There is another one for doing product research, something Scraper as well. But I've also tried Easy NC and Pricematic, and I was doing all the trials before, and they're quite good as well. Have you heard of them?
Easy NC and Pricematic?
Yeah.
I recognize the names, but
so many out there.
Yeah, I'm adding all these to a Google Keep file right now.
They all offer 7-day trials or 14 days sometimes.
Yeah.
So you mean you can, even if you're not interested in doing it full time, you can go in there, get your trial list, 300 items, and sell the random product for free, not pay any fees. But that's not my plan. I do intend to sort of make it more long term. But I don't have a lot of support. I met some other friend from England that's doing it as well. He started the same time as me, and he's doing twice as much sales as I am, and he's doing really well for himself. So I know it works. So I'm going to pick things from your brain, pick things from Marc's brain and other people's, and hopefully it works.
Yeah. It's all about it does work. It's not that it doesn't work. The thing that, is up for debate is whether you stay interested and you keep doing it on a regular basis. You don't need to work you don't even need to work 3 or 4 hours a day. You just need to do a little bit every single day, and then
list 10 items. I think 10 quality items may be better than 100 random ones. But
well, it all
depends,
what I
want to know.
Yeah. Well, okay, and this is my mentality. The thing with bulk is it guarantees that you get experience very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends what you're focusing on, because obviously it's more ideal to have 100 listings that you earn $3,000 a month from. That doesn't take a whole lot of work to manage, right? That sounds great. But in order to get to the point where you know how to make 100 listings that produce sales like that, you have to have made a bunch of listings and have a bunch of experience, So
yeah, I know it's so I've got 2 or 3 products that sound like tents or curtains or something like that. Mm-hmm. Nothing else, even any viewers on them. So it's strange. Yeah, it's a learning process maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So you can scrape whole of Walmart and stuff. We don't have that here, and I don't know if Hydra listers and stuff can. Yeah, does Hydra lister post items in a pre-built template from other retailers?
Yeah. And it used to only be US and UK, but now it's US, UK, India, Germany, France. It's there's 15 different marketplaces that they work in now.
Yeah, might have to look into that at some point.
So the thing is, because it sounds like you'll benefit more from optimizing, so you can use Hydra to speed up the posting process and post optimized items. You don't have to use the bulk way that I do.
Yeah. Optimizing photographs,
mm-hmm.
title, description, stuff like that.
Yeah. So have you seen what Hydra's single lister, how it works?
I done a trial.
I can explain it to you if you want.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Please.
Oh wait, sorry. You've done a trial, so you used it?
I used it to post a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I really uncovered its full potential,
mm-hmm.
because I now realise that it's not. Most of the other softwares out there are only for Amazon, really. Amazon, eBay. But I think I missed the fact that Hydra Lister may be for other sources as well.
Yeah, so it can only post to a couple sources, but
That's Profit Scraper one does one of the bigger retailers in the UK as well. It does Costco. You wouldn't have heard of them probably, but they're a very big sort of.
Costco's in the UK.
Yeah, it's an American company as well.
Yeah, it is. It's big here. It's like wholesale, like produce and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so you can scrape the Costco site with a Profit Scraper and bulk list from there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all this stuff, as much as I'm learning about it, there's like so many worries, and what if this happens, and what if that goes wrong, and what am I doing? What have I got myself into? But I'm just going to do it and see what happens, and try to sort of stay within a framework.
Yeah, those emotions that you're experiencing are why I know that it's always going to be doable, because a lot of people can't handle that kind of stuff on a regular basis. So,
Yeah, I haven't had too much grief yet, really, but I know I've had a few returns and stuff, but I know there's got to be some stuff coming down the pike.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in the nature of the work.
I'll just deal with it. I wish there was somebody I could phone up and say, look, what do I do? But I don't really have that support network. This is why I kind of reached out to you. Seen your video the other day. But,
yeah, are you part of any like community groups or anything?
I'm in the DS Genie Skype group, but
mm-hmm.
Everybody seems to be very busy in there and stuff, and they are very helpful. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always nice to talk one-on-one, get some information from somebody who's doing it. So what would you recommend then for somebody that's starting out? Go down the optimization route, the snacky route?
It depends on your personality, because like you have to do what you are interested in. Like there's one thing to be said for like like just grinding it out, but at the same time, like it really is about learning on a regular basis over a long period of time. So
yeah,
like it's definitely important that you start a one second, sorry, I was looking at this YouTube thing. Okay, it's definitely important that you have a store that you're getting experience from, dealing with the returns, dealing with the regularity of, okay, whatever you were doing in your life, now you have this kind of thing that you have to respond to each day.
Yeah, when you said a store, you mean like an eBay store?
Yeah, an eBay store. So it could be another store.
One of them yet.
Really? Wait, so what? But you produce sales. So what did you produce sales through?
Yeah, when you say the store, I thought you mean like the basic store.
Gotcha. No. Sorry, I used a confusing word there. Okay, I'm just saying that you have to be getting experience selling stuff in the dropshipping format. As long as you're doing that, like you could optimize more, you could post more items, and like it's all about sticking with it in the long run. So whatever, like it's important not to burn out, because that's what usually happens to people. And you're going to find sometimes that like it gets emotional and intense. You have to be able to take a step back and then just let that pass and not make decisions when you're currently in that state.
Yeah. It's quite easy to get stressed, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
When a few things go wrong, you get 5 returns or something in one day, and people leaving you negative feedback. I've 30 items I've sold. I've only had 2 feedbacks. Like, give me more.
Yeah, and you can always you can sell stuff, actual like physical items as well. That helps buffer out the dropshipping stuff, and it also it makes it easier in eBay's eyes, because they're not so great about people starting off dropshipping. Once you've established yourself as a dropshipper and you're bringing them business, then it doesn't matter anymore. But you have to be able to kind of talk them through that. They're not so happy about you dropshipping, but you're dropshipping anyway, and that's what you're doing. So,
yeah, I guess it's a dirty word to a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. I think that's mostly because a lot of the people who dropship are kind of shysty. That's kind of the norm.
Yeah. It's the ethical question does sort of pop in my mind a lot, but at the end of the day, everybody's doing it. It's just a different name for the same thing, people marking up products selling them for, everybody does it. Tesco, you might go in there and buy a kettle for £100, and someone else is selling it for 50. I mean, they're all doing it to a certain extent. Although I'm just waffling now. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, maybe I'm trying to justify it in my own mind. But yeah, I know it's a strategy that can work. It's the bottom line, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
I mean, I literally take advantage of people who frivolously spend money. In my personal life, I make a point to be an influence on others and teach people and make a difference in their lives. And I know I make the people I interact with, I make a difference in their life. But when it comes to like the direct root of my business model, I'm not making my customers' lives any better, really. I mean, maybe making something a little bit more convenient, but then I'm charging them up the ass for it. Like,
and you sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know, but I mean, I don't know what other. Have you got other calls to do?
Yeah. So this is I'm trying to keep each of them to about 20 minutes. So
I don't want to take up much more of your time. I appreciate you talking to me already.
No worries.
But I don't know if I didn't have any questions written down. I should have really.
No, it's okay. And this stuff will happen more in the future too.
Just maybe if you have any recommendations, what software and what if you was stuck on a desert island and you had to drop ship, and what's the one thing you couldn't do without?
So optimization is definitely the best route. I don't do it because it's boring, but I could make a lot more money than I do if I spent an amount each day just posting optimized items. So I don't want to make anyone think that like optimization isn't a good way to post items. It really is, and it is kind of boring, So if you can find whatever way you can to make it useful, that's where the software comes in. Sorry, I'm babbling a bit. For me, it's with like Hydra and SKUgrid changed everything for me.
Yeah.
And like you can use Hydra to single post. It usually makes it quite fast because it just like you're manually posting items, I'm assuming. So you're copying the images and the description and then making listing and that kind of thing.
I do both. Like I said, the multiple trials I've been having, they will auto bulk post for me. Mm-hmm. But I haven't been getting a lot of sales from the bulk posts. You see, that's
yeah. I mean, the sell-through rate for bulk items is like less than 1%. Usually way less. Usually like 0.1 or 0.2, 0.3.
It's always been finding stuff with from a high street stores, in the UK. That's the only way that I've found of stuff to sell. Mm-hmm. Because there's no way, if I was still just bulk posting random items from Amazon, I would only be like £300-400 sales.
Yeah.
Well, most of the sales have come from just.
So I know somebody who's, I think he's actually doing better than I am now, but he's doing bulk and he's in the UK. I can like link you guys up if you remind me. I gotta get off this call now, but it sounds like you could learn a lot from him if you just have like a short
any help,
conversation.
any links, I'd appreciate it, Jack.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Just remind me, because I'm gonna go on to another call in a minute, and I'm gonna forget to do that myself.
Yeah,
so just send me an email or something, okay?
Good luck with the streaming, mate.
Thank you.
Your YouTube channel as well. I'll keep an eye on you. Thanks for your time.
No worries, man. Catch you
Bye,
later.
mate.